What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are on day 7, 1 week into my free-to-play challenge here in MTG Arena. It's where I am taking a free-to-play account from scratch, starting off, and by the end of the challenge, I am hoping to build at least one competitive deck for standard, which will definitely be quite the challenge as it has been so far. A little bit of a grind, but so far we have been pretty lucky here in MTG Arena. Right off the bat, the first thing I see that is, I can't explain to you how lucky I've been with these, but we have another 750 gold quest. I still have my reroll, so it's not like I rerolled this. I could reroll it again, but yet again, another 750 gold quest, which has been amazing. It's definitely been a boost to our overall currency. We are sitting at currency-wise at 1,480 gems, 1,475 gold. We do have 4 rare wild cards, 1 mythic rare wild card, 9 uncommons, and 13 common wild cards. So overall, our currency is starting to go up. We do also have a decent amount of packs. We have 11 of the New Capenna packs. 3 of the packs I entered with codes. 8 of the Midnight Hunts, because we have started our grind of doing quick drafts, so we do have 8 Midnight Hunt packs from that, and then we just have some of the older standard cards from D&D Forgotten Realms and backwards. These cards I will open up, which I do believe we are also on the last step of the color challenge quest. This is where we have to cast 100 spells, so hopefully by the time we're done with this video today, I have casted 100 spells, which does seem like a lot, but all in all, if I am playing about 15 games to get about 15 games to get 15 wins, it's definitely one of those things that will probably hopefully unlock there, which then I think this is legit the last one. I don't think there's like a last one, like, oh, here's some more currency type of thing, but this is legit the last one. This will unlock the last 5. So then when we do get the future pre-con decks that come into the client, I will have those automatically unlocked, as well as these ones will be rotating out come with the September reset. Interesting thing today that I'll probably just kind of take a quick note on is the fact that our gold is a little bit lower now. So my goal here today is to just only use gems to enter drafts. So depending on how I do in my 2 drafts, I'll be able to enter. I will see if I will do another draft or get the last bit of wins out through jump in event. I want to go back and start, building up that gold currency. I don't have enough gold to even enter a draft with it, but we do have our jump in, deck that we still have kind of sitting in the background that I can use to get those additional wins. I've been really lucky in the drafting that I've done so far. I've done 3 of them. 2 of them were bought with gold, and the rest I've earned the gems to do the 3rd one, and I earned enough to even do 2 more on top of that. So going, I think it was 5 and 3, 4 and 3, and then the last one I went 7 and 1, which definitely was beneficial. I do have 2 more days, at least at the time of recording, to do the Midnight Hunt drafts. Then it switches over to Crimson Vow for the quick drafts, and then after that, unfortunately, it switches to the D&D Baldur's Gate towards the end of the month. But by then, we should have a clearer picture of where I'm going deck-wise, and I probably won't need draft as much. But with that being said, this challenge has definitely been going pretty good. Another thing to note here is that you can kind of see my overall progress here on my Untapped.gg profile for my free-to-play account. It kind of shows you my collection progress. We have 4.9% out of all the cards collected currently in my collection. Most of them are just from drafting and what we got from the jump-in event and the starter decks. Not really too much there. You see that I do have some matchups here when it comes to actually playing in some events. This isn't constructed. I just did some play queue events just because I need to do the quest for the dual deck. So this is not really in rank. This is nothing in particular. But we actually did win a few games with the pre-constructed decks. But if we look at our limited events here, you'll see here that I'm actually slowly going up the ranks. You can see that I have about a 70% win rate in limited currently. I'm 16 and 7. I have 1 7-win run so far, as you can see there, and I've spent about 4 hours in total playing limited, which has definitely been quite a while. It's a lot of content to also record, and you can also see, here's my records with each of the decks, showing you the 7 and 1, the 5 and 3, and then the 4 and 3, which unfortunately is the worst. And unfortunately, that if I finish at 4 wins, I actually, just miss out on breaking even. I even think 5 and 3 is still not breaking even. I think you have to get to 6 or 7 wins to get enough gems that are actually more than the entry cost. And then down here you can see what decks I did it with. But overall, it's definitely been a trip. It's definitely been a journey. And I will actually link this profile page in my description below if you actually want to keep track of where I'm at currency wise, just because this is actually where I'm at currently at the time of recording. So technically you the videos you see are 2 days behind where I'm at personally. So if you want to keep track and kind of look at ahead of schedule, ahead of where I'm at, you can use this profile and take a look at that and kind of get an idea of what I've done in maybe a future video without actually having to watch the videos. But yet again, it's just something kind of interesting to keep on the look at if you want to just kind of watch my progress, look at my collection, and just get an overall feel of where I'm at when it comes to MTG Arena and on the free-to-play account nonetheless. So with that being said, I am going to dive into some drafting. I probably won't do what I did yesterday and record my first draft and kind of talk about my picks. I'll probably just go into just picking the cards, playing the games, kind of doing clips of all the games, just because it does take a lot, to do all that. As you see, I've done 3 drafts and it took me 4 hours, so it is a lot of grinding that I will have to do. And with it not being the weekend anymore, and as I'm recording these videos and doing drafts, it is I don't have as much time as I would say on a weekend to maybe do it throughout the day, whereas I kind of have to do this all before I go to bed, and also edit and all that stuff. So I am going to just jump in. I will clip out, interesting points of the game, probably where I win in those games. And hopefully we definitely get the 2 drafts, and hopefully maybe even pull off a 3rd draft and still have more currency to do another one after that. With that being said, let's just dive into the draft and let's get this over with. All right, and we're back to the screen here. So we did get to our 15 wins. I unfortunately did not do too well in my second draft. The first one went okay at 4-3. The second one I only went 1-3, which unfortunately didn't give me enough currency in the end to get me to a third draft and hopefully try to keep that loop going. So we are sitting at now 530 gems. We do have 2,975 gold. We actually haven't really gotten any more wild cards as of right now, though we did unlock the last 5 decks of the color challenge starter goal quest thing, whatever you want to call it. So we are able to go ahead and now open up the last 12 packs we have from Zendikar, Kaldheim, and D&D Forgotten Realms. So let's just open them up. Let's kind of see what we got going on here. The goal here is let's get a couple wild cards. I'm just going to open all. I don't know why I clicked individually. I kind of forgot that button was there. All right, so we did get, a mythic rare wild card, which is good. Mythics are great. They'll help build up some of the more powerful cards of our deck that we decide to build. We also just got ourselves another mythic from the spin around. I'm not sure if we got any other wild cards, just because when you open all, you don't get to see what the rest of the pack was. So unsure there. But, in the packs we got some decent cards. These are cards that are definitely going to rotate out. But if we take a quick little gander up top here, now we have 16 common wild cards, 12 uncommon, 4 rare, and now 3 mythic. And it's definitely shaping out to help us kind of out a whole bunch. At this point, I'm unsure if I'm going to have enough currency by the time Midnight Hunt rotates out. Just because I believe it actually does rotate out on Thursday. But I don't know if I'll be able to get any additional packs. But we can kind of see from there, and then we'll kind of judge where we want to go, if we want to start opening other things or kind of wait, just because we won't be able to do things like New Capenna draft or Kamigawa draft or stuff like that. So I may go ahead and open them, and the only thing I may save is the Crimson Vow ones, just because that will be the current draft at the time being. Oh, I just realized there's still 3 packs of D&D Forgotten Realms. Didn't even realize. All right, nice. Okay, so we got 1 additional rare cards. So now we have 5 rare wild cards, 17 common, 13 uncommon, and 3 mythic rare wild cards. And we actually have 17.4 vault progress, which is definitely good there. Looking at our starter decks, these are all pretty much the starter decks that we have here. So we have all of them for the 2022 season. Hopefully by the end of the month, we have a little bit clearer picture of, what it will, if we'll have the new ones in, if not our 2023 standard queue. It's definitely one of those things, we are kind of chugging along here. Are we going to be able to get at least one more level, in the next 34-ish hours, give or take? So that gives me like 2-ish days to kind of grind out the last little bit here. I'm unsure. I think you get like roughly a level where we're at. So with the daily quest and whatnot, we'll probably only squeak out to level 17 and maybe on the cusp of 18. And then depending on where it falls on Thursday, it's definitely gonna be one of those things that we're gonna definitely kind of cutting it close to get 1 additional pack of Streets of New Capenna. As you see here, all of the draft stuff is ending right in sync with the new release of Baldur's Gate. We do get, I think, 1 additional day to do possibility of another Midnight Hunt draft, though I do think I'm kind of leaning to maybe waiting and farming another 10,000 gold and then probably diving into Crimson Vow drafts, just because I'll get 2 drafts. I already have 530 gems there. I'll be able to at least do roughly 3 drafts right off the bat, even if I do terribly. So definitely good there. My limited rank right now, I know I'm kind of blocking it, but I am gold tier 4, so I did make up the gold in 5 drafts, which isn't terrible. I was hoping to do a little bit better, but I drafted like a Golgari the second time around. It seemed good, but unfortunately I guess it didn't play out as well as I wanted it to, and I finished up with Jump In just to get the rest of today's challenges done. But with that being said, I mean, still we made great strides on this challenge. 5 drafts is definitely very good for the first batch of currency I saved up. The fact that I can hopefully get another 10,000 currency, though we don't have that little boost we did previously. We're now starting pretty much almost from scratch, though we are almost at 3,000 gold. We'll probably get there by next week, if we want to get 2 drafts in with just gold currency, which will definitely be good. Doing a couple Crimson Vow drafts will definitely help us out in that regard, just to help us kind of boost up our collection with Crimson Vow cards, as I know there's a lot of cards in that set that actually see play in various decks across the format. And then maybe once we kind of get done with the Crimson Vow drafts and we feel like we're not going to get the rest of maybe another couple batch of Crimson Vow drafts and switches over to D&D Baldur's Gate, maybe that's when we make that call of what we're going to build based on what we have. Though I do see us having a pretty decent deck. I think we'll kind of get to that nice perfect point of probably about 20 of everything. Maybe the rares may be a little light, but in that case maybe we just don't include the rare lands. But there are some decks I am aiming at to possibly get. Some of them are future proof and they don't require as many rare lands just because they don't play the lands that are going to rotate out. With that being said, guys, if you like this video series, hit that like button. Definitely helps out a lot. If you have any questions for me or want to leave any feedback on this video series down in the comments below, it definitely helps out as well. And I'll try my best to either incorporate some of your suggestions or answer your questions down in the comments. And if you're new here, you want to know post new videos like this on the channel, hit that subscribe button. And until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Just want to give a special shout out to the channel members here on my YouTube channel. You can also become a channel member yourself down below the video, hitting that join button. It definitely helps out a lot, and I just appreciate you guys for your support.